Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new, hello, and if you're returning, hello. So today's subject is a red fox. Here in the UK we have quite a lot of red foxes and I wanted to paint one. So starting off, I have taped down the edges and I'm going around with some masking fluid. I want to create quite an uneven border on this one. I'm also applying some masking fluid to the fox's muzzle and the chest area, just to keep that extra white for when I go over it later on. Now that the masking fluid's dry, it's time to flood the page with some water in preparation for the paint. As you can see, adding that layer of water enables the watercolour to flow and do its own thing really. I'm using fluorescent colours for now, just to build up that underpainting, and I will add some more richer colours as I go through. I do tend to find watering down the fluorescent colours just adds that nice pastel effect, but still adds a good little pop of colour. I absolutely love adding additional colours to the wet areas of the page. I think it adds just quite a nice blurred background, just to give the impression that this fox is in a field or a meadow and there's wild flowers growing in the background. As you can see, it is time to start adding some of the richer colours to the fox, but you'll notice that the lighter colours I used beneath are still popping through there, so that looks quite nice, I think. Kind of reflects his surroundings and it adds quite a nice organic feel to it. Do you get many foxes where you live, by the way? We see quite a few where I am. I live in quite an urban area, so we see the odd scamp now and then, which is quite nice. But yeah, write down in the comments below what wildlife you get near you, if you're in the UK or if you're overseas. Let me know what your garden visitors are. Now you'll see I've removed the masking fluid on the fox's muzzle and his chest. It's time to start going in there with the details and bringing out some of the features of the fox's face and the fur. I wanted to give my furry friend here a dark outline around the edge, as all the underpainting's been quite loose. I wanted quite strong bold lines around the edges just to sort of make him pop off the page a little bit and add a little bit of expression to him. I quite like how this is turning out. I'm using a rigger brush to do this, which is a very fine long-haired brush. And the idea is it's supposed to cancel out any shakes you might have in your hands, which is ideal for doing very small details or anything where you've got to do a very fine line. And this is just ideal just for adding those furry features in as well. I'm going in on the highlighted areas with some white gouache, and again with my rigger brush. I don't use gouache very often, but I do find it really good for adding highlights to areas where there's quite strong colours. I think it sits quite nicely on the top. And I'm just adding some further details with my glass dip pen and some Winsor & Newton black ink. I don't normally use ink with a stylus or with a pen, but I actually quite enjoy using this glass pen. It seems to hold the ink for a while, and I am actually quite heavy-handed when it comes to using pens. So your traditional metal dip pens have usually not survived very long with me, whereas this glass one, it can take the heavy-handedness. Although I'm not sure it's going to last so well if I'm being clumsy and I drop it one day. I really hope I never drop it, but I think it might be a bit messy. But I'm just going in there with the details. It's really nice just to add those extra wisps of hair and those finer areas where maybe a brush, especially the rigger brush, might just be a little bit too thick. Of course, I'm going straight in there with a white gel pen. I use the Unipin ones for stronger details. I do like the Sakura ones. I do tend to find though that the ink isn't quite as bold, whereas the Unipin one is. And now I'm peeling off the edge of the masking fluid, and as you can see, it's left a really nice irregular border, and I just think it goes really nicely with the style I had in mind when I set out to do this painting. It's just a little different. And now peeling off the masking paper. I always call it masking paper. It is masking tape. And time for the paw print. And I just want to say thank you again for watching. And if you want to hit that like and subscribe button, that'd be fantastic. And if you haven't seen any of the other videos, just hop onto my channel and please watch through them and enjoy. Anyway, thank you again everyone, and bye!